What's going on, people? What's going on, MGTOW? What's going on, people going their own way? Androgynous people going their own way? Asexual people going their own way? You know, everybody going their own way. Yeah. I've been doing a lot of thinking with my last video with people going their own way. Yeah, I had a little bit of discussion on my video about that, about how people going their own way is not MGTOW, but I disagree. I think as men we're people going our own way. So you know, um, but yeah, like I came across this one video just now, and it is from this person called Amanda Wolfchild, and she was raising awareness about men's rights. And I've been noticing since I've been searching MGTOW on my computer, MGTOW today, uh, there's more and more females speaking up and saying stuff, or maybe they're suggesting videos for me, but the fact that there's people out there promoting content that is raising awareness about men, I think that's just really awesome. It's like I said, females have more of a voice in our gynocentric, messed up, feminized society, and you know, I want to breach upon a subject like that. Like, okay, you got females like this Lacey Green, right? And she might be taking the red pill. So, she might be just taking the red pill to be opportunistic. And, she might be somewhat disingenuous because she likes a guy, and she might be, she's not dropping her feminist values or whatever, however she phrased it. But, you can question whether or not she's being genuine, but the way I view it is that these popular YouTubers that openly, pronounce that they are considering the male side of things, and listening to what we have to say, and considering just reality, that's symbolic. Females are just starting to, I think they're making the right motions. They're starting to do the right things. Maybe they recognize the backlash of feminism. They should. It's kind of obvious now that feminism, I don't know, it's I haven't really thought much about that here lately, but yeah, the whole thing with females just stepping up to the plate, kind of. This Amanda Wolfchild, she was awesome in her video because, she was talking about how finally there's another men's shelter for domestic abuse victims that has been, erected. There is 2 men's shelters now in America. So we had one. I don't know where the first one was, but now we have 2. Oh, and the first domestic men's shelter has been run, I believe, by a woman that also had a female shelter too, and she's a saint. And I think the feminists were really mad at her because there was a lot of women trying to get that men's domestic shelter just shut down. And correct me if I'm wrong. My knowledge on this stuff is not all encompassing, but I'm really happy about females stepping up. I was thinking about making this video, "Way to go, women," or something like that. I think that would probably get me a lot of clicks and views, because a lot of guys I've noticed in the MGTOW community are just very angry, I guess, or we choose to stay in the red pill rage mode. I think that's just really kind of unfair. Not to be open to any kind of female discussion. I think that's unfair to females. I don't know. I guess I could be viewed as kind of a. It doesn't really matter what people think. I was scrolling down MGTOW videos, and one was like, "What people think of you matters," and I heavily disagree. I really don't think anything anybody thinks of you at any time. No, you define your own. definition. I'd say. I don't know. I guess we just all have different values and stuff, but this negativity that people kind of cling on to, I'm trying to branch away from that. I think that being as positive as we can within our movements is the best way we can reach some sort of equilibrium. Um, like I'm saying with these females, there, even if they are being opportunistic and disingenuous, even if they are being fake, they are sending the right message to their sisters. They are just, starting to speak up. And this Amanda Wolfchild, she is awesome because she was talking about her uncle, which was having a really hard time with depression after being his first marriage. Like his wife used to beat on him and stuff, and she was talking about suicide rates being very, very prevalent in middle-aged white men, and how it's kind of atrocious. Nobody's really talking about that. We really need kind of a public discussion about that. Why are middle-aged white men killing themselves? As I guess a somewhat middle-aged white man, I would that's something that that I'm concerned with. And she was also talking about the suicide rates. She was talking about false something about rape tests for men. That's interesting. And I don't remember exactly everything, but there was a discussion on my channel about how people going their ways and not MGTOW, but at the end of the day, everybody's a person, and as men, we are people, and we I just I think that at the heart of MGTOW that we have issues and we are demanding that they be talked about. And what I'm seeing personally is that females are coming out of the woodwork and there is some effort. And I think to not recognize that is really a detriment, because we really should be supportive of people in general. And I think that MGTOW has the potential to be a total echo chamber. I'm not so sure about feminism, but I would assume the same thing. It's probably just an echo chamber of man hate. And they might have some grievances. I was thinking about WGTOW, women going their own way, and let me know if this is too much, but men have grievances with women, so maybe women have legitimate grievances too, and it's not necessarily man hate to talk about it. Maybe they got unique little things that they need to express, and to not give them the arena to talk about undesirable male interactions, or just social anxiety with that, or just being a human being. Women like they need to have a little space. I mean, like they already have enough spaces, but to as a man, I don't think that it's it's not fair to provide. I mean, like we should be I don't know, just like just be good to them, because we got high character qualities. There was somebody on my channel talking about how it's kind of up to females to kind of offer an olive branch to us men, because that would really mean a lot to us. Just by speaking up, like I was talking about how just acknowledging that we have problems. Just like you don't have to solve our problems. All you have to do is say, yeah, that I'm really sorry you're going through that. Hey, my family member's going through that. And then maybe have like a little back and forth, but not to let it bog you down through your day. But that little simple acknowledgement, even if it's very small, that validates people. And unfortunately, a lot of people are caught up with what other people think. Unfortunately, you should really derive self-worth, and really have a system set up where you can maybe pray or talk to yourself, have positive self-talk, write in a journal, produce YouTube. I mean, I think that's been really helping me. Yeah, like you need to empower yourself. But if you have uh, someone in your life along the way to acknowledge that you have a problem, I mean, it's just really good for humanity, and it really makes people in general feel heard and validated, and I think that goes a long way just for just people in general. And I wrote some notes about things just to talk about. I don't want to lose any traction here, but we should focus on supporting females taking the red pill and going their own way, and not worry about whether or not they have motives and want to infiltrate MGTOW, because a group going their own way shouldn't care about WGTOW or any other group. Yes, if we are men going our own way, why should we care about women going their own way? More power to you. No skin off my back. Moving on. We should treat females just like males. Yes, it's very hard to do. I was brought up a certain way, so when I interact with females, it's kind of hard not to be like, oh, what can I do for you? Or, or be overly empathetic when if I was talking to a guy, I wouldn't care as much. You know what I mean? Like, I think that we should treat women more like how we talk about men, or maybe not necessarily do that. Maybe just kind of, I guess, equilibrium. That's another word I've been using. Maybe reach a balance with talking to men and women. Maybe have more empathy for men, and I don't want to say be more callous towards women, but it doesn't have to be like that. Like, I'm just saying, strike more of a balance and just kind of treat everybody the same way. When you know what I mean. That way nobody's really intimidated, at the gate. But anyway, just throwing ideas out there. That's all I'm doing on my channel. I appreciate all the comments, even the ones that were confused. Like, there was some guy saying cringeworthy. If you could tell me what was cringeworthy about my last video, I'd like to know. I'm really curious. But MGTOW promotes truth. We should remain self-aware about how we treat women, because we strive for equalism among the genders. I think some MGTOWs want dominance over women or return back to traditionalism, but I don't consider them MGTOW. Yeah. There's these overly hateful MGTOWs that are just like, we need to put women back in their place and all this and all that. And I don't think that's really. It's 2017. Anyway, even if you wanted to treat women like that, we don't have a culture where we can just like batter women and go back to that. I don't think that's the road that we should take. I think maybe there's some MGTOWs out there that are agents. Maybe I'm stretching, but I think that there's a lot of disenfranchised, angry men, and I can identify that with that. Just going through red pill rage. I went through it. I think it's healthy and natural. I think it's healthy and natural for women to hate men at certain times. I think it's just healthy and natural to hate people at times. You can't really avoid it, so you might as well just recognize your feelings. Maybe have like a little space where you are free to do that, but not get caught up into it. You know what I mean? You really need to let go of some of that hate. Well, yeah, you really do need to just let go of hate in general, because it's unhealthy. And I don't really know what to say else about that. I don't really know about equalism or humanitarianism or whatever, but I think that's something to strive about. Maybe I need to like research more about that, because I don't know. Like, just because I'm a MGTOW, I don't want potential females to not listen to our side of the story just because we call ourselves MGTOW. I don't know if that makes sense to you. But yeah, we don't want any dominance or return back to traditionalism, because whatever we go to, the damage has been done. We don't really, you know what I mean? Like, let's mend the fences. Let's mend the bridge or what have you. But yeah, like traditionalism is gone. We need to think outside the box, I think. But I don't consider MGTOW. I think the heart of MGTOW is not caring about rigid societal constructs. So that involves not caring about what females think about us so much. Yeah, we shouldn't care about what people think about us at all. I really don't. In this day and age, you can sexually identify as a brick, and that's fine. You know what I mean? Like, how come those people, like, society's like, oh, okay, cool, but then they look at like a heterosexual white man and they're like, you're stupid. Like, why? More females are talking about this, guys. We need to recognize and encourage this. I think that that's a good, healthy thing to do. There's nothing wrong with encouraging people, even if they're female. You know what I mean? It's okay. It's okay. You know, we shouldn't. We are all sharing ideas, and MGTOW is a place where all of us can be ourselves and speak truth. We shouldn't shun females for being a part of that, even if they were being disingenuous. I've reached on that. Because we are doing our, we're going our own way. Nothing another person says or does matters. It is about self-empowerment and promoting self-empowerment to everyone, regardless to gender. We speak truth and raise awareness to men's issues, and even if females are faking it, at least they are exposing, at least they're exposed to our side of the story. So this Lacey Green, she's she's dating this guy, and she's thinking with her hormones. She's not really using her higher judgment. Although she is, she wears those black rimmed glasses. I think that she's, she really does promote like an open mind. Yeah, I think that she's probably a good little role model for these young little trendy girls. They probably, look up to Lacey Green's content, and I think that she is. I haven't watched much of her stuff, but she does kind of have this presence of open-mindedness and. I think that that's a quality that all human beings should strive for, of course. And yes, we speak truth and raise awareness to men's issues, and even if females are faking it, at least they're exposed to our side of the story. If they care and provide constructive feedback and provide ideas that foster positive growth for society, that's great, but we shouldn't expect anything. We should focus on ourselves and spreading awareness. Yes, when females are doing good, we should encourage them. But as men, we should really kind of set our sights low because, you know what I mean? Like they're pleasantly surprising me right now, and that's great. But I don't want my happiness to be hinged on the fact, like what I think and do matters, and it just makes me really happy that I'm seeing more females just come out and. Thank you. If you're seeing this and you've said, you spoke about our issues and not minimizing yours, but addressing ours. My heart comes out to you, and you're amazing, and thank you so much. Circumcision is a very important issue to me. I think that that's something that should be banned. Society shouldn't accept that at all, and. I think that if the shoe was on the other foot, if you will, if female circumcision was a thing, that would, I think society would put a stop to it very quick. So just the societal, disposal of the male side of things, like, we are human. We're not just, like disposable utilities, like I said. But that's just something that I have close to heart. Just It really kind of wrecks self-esteem and self-worth and stuff, and you have to overcome that. And come on, please speak more up about that. But the fact that they're speaking about suicide rates and they're just talking about things in general, I'm happy. But yes, the olive branch should be offered by females to males, the opposite of forced, contrived he for she campaign. The he for she campaign with that you know who it is, but she wants us men to do everything. It's like, I forget. Yeah, she told us to take up the mantle. Well, no, that's not really the right way to go. The institutions are funding her, and there's agendas and stuff attached to all that. So don't listen to any of that garbage. Men, it's not up to us. There's too much pressure put on us. We got enough on our shoulders. There's just the fact that, we should really encourage females. I'm just reiterating, yes, what Lacey Green is doing is symbolic. I already breached on that. Even if it is monkey branching and opportunistic, she is promoting an open mind. And maybe she will encourage other females to empathize male problems. Sure, we can still remain wary, but this is an opportunity for both genders to treat each other with humanity and logic. As long as there is effort from females to hear and validate men's issues, a little goes a long, long way. That's pretty much what I gotta say. People going their own way. Just going your own way. Good thing. Men, MGTOW, don't worry. I still consider myself MGTOW. I don't, just because I'm entertaining and throwing ideas around, don't, it's cool. Because our problems are valid and society needs to address them. And yeah, I just do think that things kind of need to go into more of a positive direction. And yeah, yeah, and that's cool. And I'm starting to see some changes, and I'm really proud of females, because yeah, like this is really needed, and I feel like they're starting to listen to us a little bit, and that really means a lot. So cool, awesome. Yeah, yeah, this is kind of a long video too. It's 20 minutes, not as long as some of them, but this is cool. I'm really glad that I got this off my chest, and yeah, thank you everybody. Thanks.